Our Vocations project on the Franciscan Sisters of the Holy Eucharist, done by Group 27 in period GH. The literal meaning of the word vocation is call. A vocation is a call directly from God, the universal call into holiness. A vocation can come in the form of a single person, a married person, consecrated life, or ordained ministry. Your vocation in life should answer the question, what does God want me to be? One's vocation in life may be to fulfill the service of a religious sister. These holy women take vows to dedicate their lives to serving all others in light of God. The three evangelical counsels of the Catholic faith are for those who desire to aim at Christian perfection, living lives of poverty, chastity, and most important, obedience. The Franciscan Sisters of the Eucharist fulfill these three evangelical counsels. The Franciscan Sisters of the Eucharist are a Roman Catholic congregation for women. These women embody the spirit of St. Francis and dedicate their lives to apostolic service. Their lives are centered by the Holy Eucharist and have a strong communal bonds with each other and all others. The Franciscan Sisters of the Eucharist have devoted their lives to apostolic service, the work of God. This is demonstrated through selfless work with the less fortunate and uplifting those into the grace of God. And now, interviewer Ashlyn Harbour will speak with Sister Amanda, one of the Franciscan Sisters of the Eucharist.
Hi, my name is Ashlyn. Thank you so much for watching. Today, we have brought in a couple of sisters for you. And right here is Sister Amanda, and I gave her a few questions earlier in the week, and so she brought along some of her notes, and we're going to talk a little bit about what it means to be a sister. So how are you, Sister Amanda?
Very good. How are you?
I'm good. Do you mind if we get started?
No, let's go.
Okay, so to you, what exactly does it mean to be a sister?
We live a simple life of prayer and service, and we advocate our lives to St. Francis of Assisi Church.
Okay, and so I know all sisters are required to take the three evangelical counsels, or the vows of chastity, poverty, and obedience. So can you tell me a little bit about those and how you guys kind of live them out?
So the first one would be poverty.
Okay.
And the way we live that out is we see a lot in the 21st century how some people are very extra about the things that they have and overuse or use more than they need.
Okay.
As sisters, we like to stick to using our bare minimum, exactly what we need to live, because we think that that's how God would want us to live.
Okay, and the second one would be chastity?
Yes, chastity. So that just pretty much means that we live a celibate life. We take a vow of celibacy when we become sisters.
Okay.
Because we dedicate all of our love to God.
Okay, and the last one would be obedience. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Basically, as sisters, we are called to follow the gospel. So we like to set an example for other members of the church, and we show them how to be obedient as well.
Okay, and
all of our prayers too.
Okay. Thank you so much for coming in today. It's been
You're
a pleasure
welcome.
having you. When we get back, we're going to talk a little bit with our other sister who came in today, Sister Nicole. Thank you so much. Okay, welcome back. We have another sister here with us today to answer a few more questions. She is also a Franciscan sister. This is Sister Nicole. How are you today, Nicole?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. And like Sister Amanda, I gave her a few questions to fill out earlier in the week. And so she brought along her notes. And so, do you mind if we get started?
No, not at all.
Could you tell me a little bit about the vocation and the discernment around it?
Well, discernment is a spiritual process in which we try to decide what God is calling us to be and what we are being asked to do in specific instances now and in the future.
So yours was becoming a Franciscan then?
Yes.
Okay. And so, can you walk me a bit through the process of how exactly you become a sister?
Well, there's 4 steps. There's the pre-candidate, the candidate, the novice, and the temporary profession.
Okay, so and what exactly is within those steps? What's a pre-candidate, a candidate, a novice, and the temporary profession?
The first step would be pre-candidate.
Okay.
And that's where you explore your discernment and really get a feel for the life. You get assigned a prayer partner,
Okay.
which is also a sister. And it usually takes between 6 months and 2 years. This is where you feel drawn to your charism and you would ask to become a pre-candidate at this point.
Okay, and so what exactly is a candidate, as you mentioned?
This is when you are fully accepted adjusted and you start living in the community with the sisters temporarily. You fully participate in their experiences of life, spirituality, traditions, missions, values. This stage usually lasts between 6 months and 2 years as well. A candidate director guides you and continue your discerning your calls to religious life, really.
Okay, and I believe you said that the third step was becoming a novice?
A novice, yes, of course. This is very important because this is a time where it's self-exploring, really.
It's self-exploring, okay.
You really get a feel for your discernments personally.
Okay.
Yes.
And I believe the last step you mentioned was a temporary profession?
Yes, this is a time where you get fully integrated to the life of ministry related to prayer, the vows, and community life. This phase lasts 3 to 6 years. It's very long.
Okay, so the time for becoming a sister is not overnight. It's a lengthy process.
Yes, of course.
Okay, so I heard you mention some things about the charism of the sisters. Can you tell me what some of those daily ministries would look like?
Yes, sisters like me serve in ministries founded and operated by other groups, serving those who are economically poor, such as parishes, hospitals, social services, organizations, and many more.
So charities and nonprofit organizations?
Yeah, and in addition to these works, the ministry of prayer support and accompanying those in needs, but we mainly focus on the rebuilding of the church.
Okay, so you guys are more like if someone's church was destroyed, you go help and build that instead of helping sort of feeding them.
We do Yeah, we do more church-based helping out instead of more with the people.
Okay.
We do give our prayers to them.
Okay, I think I get it. Great. Thank you so much for coming in today and taking time out of your schedule. All right, thank you for watching.